Other thing we thought might be helpful for her is the limiting beliefs exercise. Like once we'd asked all the questions and done maybe the good fairy or the context exercise to clarify her goal, then maybe doing limiting beliefs and helping her identify what her limiting beliefs are.
Okay. Can you imagine what was the goal here? What did you think was the goal?
Yeah, Vi had picked out that she says trust. I want to trust the process. But she
Mm,
also says, I want to be in control. And we're like, those are almost a little bit opposite. So we were wanting to ask her some questions to figure out what being in control looks like for her. If maybe that includes trust, if maybe we could like sync those goals a little bit more.
So it says, sometimes I lie awake at night wondering if everything is okay with the baby. I know the ultrasounds and checkups have been normal, but what if something is missed? I keep imagining all the things that could go wrong during labor, and I just feel this constant weight of worry. How do I stop spiraling and find some peace of mind before the birth? And I feel like Corinne had some great ideas on how to get started.
Yeah,
Go
Kelly
ahead.
actually said this first, but she said a spring cleaning just to like try and get it out because it seems like very heavy. She says the weight of the worry, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And so, and then I wanted to ask next is like how's the worry benefiting you in this situation? Or like what are you getting from it? And then kind of going from there. And then I was thinking like, is the worry a form of control?
She had some
Too.
exercises to do to get there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I was like the conscious creation would be a really good one to just go through like how is this how is this benefiting you and what are the costs, right? And then flip it around and be like, okay, like how are we
Yeah.
what if we got rid of the worry? Like what would be the benefits? And then also using the grow model. So to use it as like, okay, your goal is to stop spiraling and have peace of mind. Um,
Hmm.
what's the reality? And then go through what the options are to like kind of let go. But
I wonder as
yeah,
far as pacing goes, I just, when I hear this mom, it's like, it sounds like she's had some past trauma. Like, why is she worrying
yeah,
so much? I just
yeah,
would wonder more about the context of like what she's worried about.
Yeah.
Because I
I,
had a client like this because she had
yeah.
past trauma.
Yeah, I said that too. I was like, I wanted to ask her like where this worry was coming from. Like, is it
Right.
from a provider, from a family friend, something somewhere? Like, where is it
Habit.
coming from?
Is it a habit? Do you find yourself
Yeah,
doing it with
Mhm.
other situations in life? Like, there are
yeah,
people who will plan a vacation in Hawaii and will be busy worrying about what can go wrong.
Mhm.
hmm yeah,
I mean,
We
so
talked about that as well. And then well, okay, we've done the spring cleaning, we've figured out what could go wrong, what's coming up for you. What would it look like for things to go right? What would it look like for you to trust yourself?
there's always room for thinking, what if something was missed? There's always room for that, no matter what we do, right? So it's not
Hmm.
about doing, it's about the being.
Hmm.
It's about changing the being. Sometimes it's important to clarify that helping her with the situation doesn't go with any doing, but actually with the being, right?
Hmm.
Because it's a change of perspective, a change of habit, a change of mindset. It's not in the domain of doing something. There isn't one more checkup, one more exam, one more thing that could have been done that would suppress this voice of what if something is missed. It's not in the doing, it's in the being,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
that was kind of what so at the end I was like, we need to talk about the birth vision. Like, okay, if something is missed, how do we still make it, or not even missed, like if something comes up, because we never know what's going to come up, how do we still make it so we're showing up for ourselves and our baby? How is this still um, you know, the desired experience? How do we get to our desired experience, even if everything isn't perfect?
Like next time I'm giving birth, I'm hiring all three of you and Mary. You guys have such great ideas. Like Kelly, I'm like, I think of you as an analytical person, but you really are very intuitive with your observation of like, well, she needs to just be in touch with her baby, you know? Like, yeah, every time I give a massage to a pregnant woman, I'm always having her visualize like if your baby had one message for you, what would it be? Just use your pretend because people lose touch with their intuition is really what you were told was pretend when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your intuition. And so I'm always asking women to pretend they're hearing a message from their baby. What would it be? Let's play pretend, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. Sorry for disappearing and coming today so many times. My internet connection doesn't work. The dog now is barking. I guess
Neri,
universe.
we got a flow. We've been doing this with you for the
Yeah.
four of us for
Yeah.
several months. We're like, let's
Yeah.
just do it.
You have
Yeah.